Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's Explainer. We're tackling one of the absolute most maddening experiences in the entire e-commerce world. Picture this, right? You're sitting at your computer, just staring at your screen, and you are literally refreshing your Shopify dashboard over and over and over again. You're doing it because you know you're getting traffic. You can see people are landing on your store, but absolutely nobody's buying. You keep refreshing, kind of just hoping something's going to miraculously change, but it won't. Well, not until you fix what we're about to uncover today. So I want to ask you directly, are you feeling this exact pain right now? Like, are you getting eyeballs on your store? Maybe you're paying for clicks, generating some buzz, but seeing absolutely nobody convert into a paying customer? Man, it's incredibly frustrating to see those numbers go way up in your analytics, but just stay completely flat in your bank account. You're probably wondering, is it my product? Is it my pricing? My ads? But what if I told you that 9 times out of 10, it is actually none of those things? Because here's the harsh truth that, honestly, most people never figure out. Traffic was never your problem. It was literally never about getting more eyeballs. Your actual bottleneck, it happens the exact second a visitor lands on your page. Right now, as we speak, something on your store is silently killing every single sale before it even has a chance to happen. Let's think about it like a physical store. Have you ever walked into a brick-and-mortar shop, looked around for, I don't know, exactly 2 seconds, and then just walked straight back out? You probably didn't even consciously know why. Maybe it was too cluttered, maybe you couldn't find what you wanted, or maybe the vibe just didn't feel trustworthy. Something just felt off. Well, that is exactly what's happening on your digital store right now. To put that into perspective, the average e-commerce bounce rate hovers around 40 to 50%. Your visitors are landing, getting that exact same feeling of overwhelm or distrust, and they're just bailing. But unlike a physical store, they bounce silently. There's no feedback, no explanation, they're just gone. Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today's Explainer. We're covering the traffic illusion, the cluttered homepage, product pages that sell, the cold traffic trap, and finally, post-purchase profits. By the end of this, you're going to fully understand the 3 invisible mistakes that are secretly tanking your conversion rates. All right, Section 1, the traffic illusion. These are the invisible mistakes killing your sales. Now, what makes these bottlenecks so incredibly dangerous is that they're completely invisible to you, the store owner, but they are felt instantly by your customer. These 3 invisible mistakes are the cluttered homepage, the lazy product page, and the cold traffic trap. Today, we're going to fix these. And the best part, we'll do it without you spending another dime on ads.
Moving into Section 2, the cluttered homepage, or as I like to call it, when everything is important, nothing is.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core issue. The guiding principle here is simple. When you try to highlight everything, you end up highlighting nothing. On the left, we've got cognitive overload. This is a homepage trying to say way too much at once. You're throwing a slider, a promotional banner, a featured collection, an About Us blurb, and a pop-up at a visitor all at the exact same time. They land, and boom, their brain goes into instant overload. And confused customers, they don't buy, they leave. But on the right, we have the solution: ruthless simplicity. Listen, your homepage really only has one job. Get the visitor to the product that solves their problem as fast as humanly possible. That's it. Cut the rest. Okay, Section 3, product pages that sell. This is all about making your page act like a salesperson. We've got to transition your product page from just a lazy display into a highly effective salesperson. And guess what? You only have 3 seconds to do it. Yep, 3 seconds. That's the specific time limit you have to capture a visitor's attention above the fold before they scroll even 1 single pixel down your page. If you just slap up a product name, a couple of photos, a price, and an add to cart button, you're essentially expecting the product to sell itself. And let me tell you, in today's market, it absolutely won't. Within those precious 3 seconds, your page must instantly answer 3 mandatory questions. Step 1, what is this? Step 2, who is it for? And step 3, why should I care? You really need to treat this as a visual checklist for your store. If your product page cannot answer these 3 questions the second someone lands on it, you are literally losing sales every single day. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it completely shifts the way you should look at your product imagery. People don't buy products, they buy the version of themselves that owns the product. Just think about that for a second. This means your images cannot just be a boring product floating on a sterile white background. No way. You need to show the product in use, show the lifestyle, show the before and after, show that transformation. And you know, the exact same rule applies to your product descriptions. Look at the stark difference here. On the left, we're leading with features. Look, nobody cares that your supplement has 120 capsules with a proprietary blend. That's just listing boring facts. But on the right, we lead with pain. They do care that they're tired of feeling totally exhausted by 2 p.m. and that your product might finally be the thing that fixes it for them. You absolutely must lead with the customer's deep pain and their desired feeling, and then you back it up with the facts. Also, remember that a truly great salesperson doesn't just pitch, they handle concerns. And that's exactly what your reviews are for. But just collecting reviews? Not enough. You've got to actively curate them to unlock those conversions. Feature the reviews that handle the biggest objections your customer has before they even have a chance to ask. Feature reviews that tell a specific, relatable story. You've got to ditch that generic social proof and treat these reviews as actual pre-sale conversations. All right, moving on to Section 4, the cold traffic trap. Let's look at why cold ads directly to products fail. This right here is exactly why running cold ads straight to your product pages is a huge mistake. I mean, you can't expect a complete stranger from a Facebook ad to just whip out their credit card on a site they've never seen before from a brand they don't know for a product they weren't even actively looking for. Would you do that? Probably not. Instead, check out this timeline. This is the precise warm-up system used by seven-figure stores. Day 1, cold traffic goes to content, maybe a video, a quiz, or a comparison, something that positions your brand as a helpful solution. Then on day 2, that warm traffic goes to a product page built to convert. And day 3, retargeting catches everyone in between with the exact objection that stopped them from buying. These massive stores aren't necessarily smarter than you. They're just sending traffic through a logical sequence that builds trust and gets people in the right emotional state before ever asking for the sale. Let's move to and see how this builds in Section 5, post-purchase profits. This is the retention gold mine. Because honestly, what happens after the sale is where the real scaling actually occurs. This is the post-purchase architecture that big agencies will charge thousands to implement. The flow strategy really relies on 3 main pillars. First, your email sequence for post-purchase follow-up. Its ultimate goal? Building deep brand trust. Second, your upsell structure, where you offer complementary items. This directly increases your average order value. And third, the referral ask, where you request shares from your buyers, creating brand ambassadors. See, the stores that are struggling, they're endlessly chasing new customers every single month. But the stores that are scaling are maximizing the value of the customers they already have using this exact flow. So, the crucial point is this. Turn what you already have into actual revenue. This entire explainer really boils down to this one core philosophy. You need to stop wasting your money trying to force more traffic into a broken system and start optimizing the experience for the traffic that is already inside your store right now. I want to leave you with this provocative question. Which of the 3 mistakes we just covered is hurting your store the most? Is it the cluttered homepage, the lazy product page, or the cold traffic trap? Don't just be a passive learner here. I want you to identify your biggest bottleneck. Drop a comment below this explainer and let us know which one it is, or use the link provided in the source material to book a free store audit. It is time to stop refreshing a dashboard of 0 sales and start building a store that actually converts. Thanks so much for learning with me today.